go. We coming this year, nigga. Ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. Ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. Ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get. Ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. Hey, let me elaborate. Y'all niggas trying fake. I've been out here getting cake. It been a process to get my money straight. I remember them broke days when I ain't thought they could control. I just kept that hammer, homie, nigga, knock out your soul. If you ain't got my money on time, you better cash out. If you do that bad business, homie, don't even give me that. I've been staying out the way cause I ain't doing no dead time. Cause I ain't got time for you, little homie, I'm getting mine. Coolest nigga in the world, but don't try to test me. I won't never lead you astray, that's why the Lord bless me. I need no attention, I just keep the extension. I was me against the world, so I'm feeling like Pop. Chasing all his hundreds like I'm Zeke, but I'm from the block. Monetize the flow, just follow the formula. If you ain't trying to get that bread, then I'm ignoring ya. I'm looking for a way out, cause I'm trying to go global. These niggas ain't on they hustle, they ain't even mobile. These niggas ain't no soldier, that's what a nigga told ya. Elias Cash, nigga ain't nothing free. So you know how it is when you be coming to DC. Hey, ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get. Ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get.
The realest in the DMV. Let me elaborate. Fuck your bitch.
All right, brothers. My bad, homie. My bad, dog. It's a storm out this bitch. And shit fucking up. The stream y'all don't like it right now. It is. It is what the hell it is. But I said we gonna try this again. Load up round number 2, and come back on the ass like a prize fighter. Ew. Now that I done roped up my way around this one, Batman. I done figured it out. Cool. I got some folks in the background sitting there chilling that I would love to introduce you to that you may or may not have seen. But first and foremost, salute Tevin King. What's up, bro? How you doing? Cuz I know. I'm back on my bullshit, right? I'm back on my bullshit, cuz I'm back on my bullshit. Believe that shit. The yeah. We gonna chop it up a little bit. We gonna chop it up a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit, cuz. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. So here we go. I would like to bring back one of my partners. You didn't spoke to Pimpin once or twice before, and he came back, and I got another one of my homies. He here too. You know what I'm saying? We gonna grow this thing out just a little bit. We gonna expand, and trust the links in the chat. If y'all want it again, you can come on up to. What they say? Come on down. God damn it. We gonna have it. We gonna have us some motherfucking church. We gonna have some church real quick, just real quick. Ain't gonna be long. You know what I'm saying? I don't require no donations or nothing. Nah. Keep your tithes and offerings. Just give me your ear real quick. But I'm not gonna hold you. We'll bring up both my brothers. Let's see. Bang at the stage. Bang at the stage. Gentlemen, y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Bro, it sounded a little robotic. Like it's a little the mic sounded a little off. Big trucking. See, he must be caught out there in his fucked up ass bubble too. For all those that don't know, StreamYard is a wonderful platform, but storms it fucks everything up. There we go. I can hear you loud and clear.
No, his
Max,
mic went back off.
Yeah, yeah. He muted. He muted back up.
There you go.
There it
There
is.
you go.
There it
Yeah,
is.
yeah. There it is. There it is.
I'm in these mountains right now. I'm in
Well,
the mountains.
uh, there it is. Maximus, if you wouldn't mind introducing yourself one more time for the people, good sir.
Yeah, man. So I'm Maximus, man, coming to you from the 704. You know what I'm saying? We doing everything we can to hold it together out here, man. Just trying to do everything that is cohesive to being the best that we can be out here as single fathers, and thwarting every opposition that the enemy got incongruence to our downfall. So that's how we coming out here today in the 704. Believe that, baby.
Yes sir. Yes sir. Big Truckin', would you mind introduce yourself to the people that way they can get a idea as to who you is, and what you about, pimp?
Oh yeah, big truck. Um, Driving about 13 years. We on the road, man. Basically, just trying to basically connect with some good men, good brothers. It seems like we all got a lot of the same struggles, a lot of the same battles we deal with as men in America. At that, um, basically, have basically got an open ear to what we got, what we got to talk about, with family, business, and just goals, like realistic goals that we can achieve. And whether it's together, whether it's individually, just helping each other out along the way, because it's possible. So every other race doing it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's here,
That's it.
open mind, open opinions.
Facts. Facts. See, one of the beauties of the internet is you you can you can put ideas out there, thoughts out there, right? And those ideas and thoughts, they're far reaching. They're worldwide, dog. They're worldwide. Um, I've when I first came and stumbled onto this thing called the manosphere. I'm not supposed to say these words. The sphere, the space, and I found out I wasn't the only one down this bitch. I'm not alone around this bitch. It kind of fucked my head up because I'm used to being on some shit. Every man is his own island type shit. You know what I mean? And then you see, nah, you ain't alone out this motherfucker. The same shit I went through, you went through, he went through. We ain't the only ones. You know what I mean? It's a whole fucking group. It's a whole slew of motherfuckers that's been through it. And even though we all come from different backgrounds, the stories are too similar. It's
Yeah,
everybody know my shit. You know my shit. Oh, but shit, both of y'all know my shit personally. You know what I'm saying? But everybody's stories are too fucking similar for it to be a coincidence. One thing I've learned is the gynocracy being bitches running around terrorizing shit, acting like they know when they really don't know shit, depending on you to be the money maker when they still trying to tell you what to do. Them Jones, they fake like they know every motherfucking thing, but really they know nothing outside of how to how to throw some pussy at a problem, not actual fucking solutions. But when you
right.
point that out, they hate you for it. And what I want personally from this conversation is um for us to just have a conversation like we would if we was all on the motherfucking phone for real, for real. You dig what I'm saying to you? Like just keep it authentic, because at the end of the day, it's three brothers chopping it up, but it's for a purpose. You know what I mean?
Yo,
It motherfuckers don't. Well, they were questioning like, does this nigga really talk like this? Yes, I do. I talk like this all the fucking time. I talk like this all the time. It don't change, dog. Uh, I had one motherfucker tell me, yeah,
Yeah.
we're all actors playing roles. I said, ain't act, nigga. This ain't no act, nigga. This me, baby. It's me. God damn it. And it fucked him up. But just being honest with shit, like at at the end of the day, truth hit harder than poison. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, being authentic and being who you are goes a whole lot further than being fake out this bitch. And I can't fake these the way shit look. It don't look good, bro. It don't. I be sitting back looking at shit sometimes. It fucks my head up, dog. It fucks my head up for real. But fuck, all right, y'all go ahead and jump in there, John. It's cool.
Go ahead, big trucker.
Um, Y'all went out a little bit. I told you I'm in the mountains, so it go in and out sometime. I think the last thing I heard was y'all jump in it. That's the last thing I heard.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's on you, big dog.
Oh yeah, what we talking about? My bad, cause I couldn't hit nothing. It was going in and out.
Yeah, no, just basically anything that is like resonating with you in your spirit at this point. You know what I'm saying? At this point in time in life right now, like your struggles. How your battles that
Well,
you check that you face and everything that you doing to overcome them. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like as if we can't just present a problem without a solution. It don't do no good to magnify the problem if we don't have a way to overcome, or if we don't have an idea of how to overcome what it is that we're going through. So, with that being said, take the stage, big dog.
well, I just one thing that it just like when it comes to family, right? Obviously we are in a new world order that a lot of people is not aware of as we speak. The woman ain't the same. The woman we're talking about American woman or the Western world, the Western mindset woman. Um, I feel as though you know a lot of women come out here and say ain't no good men left, this, that, and the other, and a lot of men is not, you know, dating American women, or they're not, you know, taking them out on dates or courting them or whatever. And I think it's mostly because of how men is treated in America. Far as with just as family in general, like you build a castle, to have a significant person come in, whether it's your girlfriend, your wife, and then it's just like it seemed like everybody I know in my circle, or everybody that, or most men go through the same thing. That when you build this castle, and when you build this castle, and then you hold on 2 seconds. I'm going through checkpoint real quick. Appreciate it. Yeah, hello. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm passing Homeland Security to checkpoint El Paso. Yeah, so it's like when you build this foundation, you build this family, just you waste all this time, all these years, just to have it go to shit. And when you sit back and ask yourself, because I feel as though that's where it initially starts as family, you know, because this is what we go hard for, this is what we here for, this is what we, as men, every man, wants a family, or every man desire to have a family. Not gonna say not every man, but the majority of men. And once you build that, then nobody has our back when it comes to the other side files divorce. The man is getting the short end of the stick. Even with the woman, like they just look after them most. The government protects them all the way around the board, to where there's no control, there's no man. And this is
oh, the
why
signal,
so many single
this,
women,
bro, bro, bro. The
uh-huh,
signal is fading out. You're borging a little bit. The signal fading. It's fading in and out. You broke up.
yeah, you hear me now?
Nah,
Can you hear
still
me?
the same thing. Now I can hear you. Yes.
Yeah, it's yeah. Yeah, I'm in these
Yeah.
mountains, so it might be choppy a little bit, but yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's
No,
still it's still
You
going in and
crystal.
out.
No, you crystal clear right now.
Yeah, I
Oh,
wanted them to
okay.
be, I wanted them to be able to hear you, like really hear you, because they didn't hear
Hmm.
me rant for over a year and some change. I wanted them to really be able to hear you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
You good? You
yes,
good?
sir.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm not sure where the last part y'all heard, but I just kind of rephrased what I was saying. Like it's basically, just men in general in the United States, because I feel as though all of it starts with family. You know what I'm saying? With the one you choose to be your partner. Um, and even and I think a lot of times just listening to the same basically story, same scenario with friends, family, and it all starts in the house. Far as everything, success. The way you go out here and grind against the world, especially as just black men, right? Now I'm not saying just in, in general, black men. We dealing with the police, we dealing with the we dealing with the workforce. You know what I'm saying? We dealing with our own kind, and and then not only that, we got to go home sometime and deal with a nagging woman. That and it's almost like you got to go to sleep, wake up, and do the same shit over again. And I feel as though this is where this is a problem, a mass problem that's happening in America. Majority of black men. You know what I'm saying? Or just men in general. I'm not just gonna say black
Mm-hmm.
men. And not only that, you build a castle. You know what I'm saying? And they still obligated just to leave. Like I'm sure everybody's seen what happened to Tyrese. Just but this man is a multimillionaire, basically breaking down in front of the world that this is his wife that basically left him for nothing, and she's still obligated to get a portion. How is that possible? That's America for you. But if you go to any other country, it's
Damn.
flourishing when it comes to you know when it comes to the way of life, because the woman don't have that type of support. They don't have the support from the government. They don't have the police down their
Mm-hmm.
neck. You know what I'm saying? They don't have the like when they get divorced and the man lose damn near everything. It's just and then they just sit back and think we're just supposed to just take it. You know what I'm saying? And this is the main problem I feel as though that's happening in America right now. Why so many single women out here, and they basically saying like, oh, and then not only that, just I'm just talking about black men in general. You dealing with it's if women really understood how close it is to them being alone for the rest of their life, then I think they would probably want to change some things about how they deal with their men in general, because we're not talking about the black men that's incarcerated. We're not talking about the LGBTQ. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about the ones that's deceased, and that we're dying at a high rate. A lot of that can be through violence, through heart problems, cancer, stress, you name it. You know, in America it's like a five. What is it? 4-1, 5-1, I think.
It's
It's
for
way
for every 5 births is 4 of them. It might be a little bit higher by now because they've been
right.
a little while ago. Real quick, a little while ago,
Okay.
the they we can't say abortion. We can't say that, but we can say deletions because YouTube
Right.
is a bitch. But the
Yeah.
deletion rate was at 20 million. These bitches found a way to make it 23.
Mhm.
And the vast majority, a little while ago, were pushing deleting boys. So it might be motherfucking higher than that now. You dig what I'm saying
I'm
to you?
sure. I'm sure.
About 2 years ago, it was at 20 million. These bitches found a way to tack on 3 million more.
Mm.
You dig what I'm saying? Like, how do
Yeah.
you do that? It's
Man.
genocide, dog.
Definitely.
So
Your own
the
people.
the numbers, they may be way higher than that now. The census hasn't come out yet. It'll come
The
out at the
census,
end of
the
the
census for
year.
2024.
Yeah, yeah, because it's still the year's still going, so it might be
Mm-hmm.
it might be like 7 or 8, maybe even 10 to 1 at this juncture.
Yeah,
But go ahead,
and
please,
and
please,
and
please, please continue.
my bad contract. I ain't mean to cut you off.
No, no,
Yeah, but
no, no,
that's
you
but
good.
see that's okay. So that's the problem because it starts there. You know what I mean? Like it starts there with the woman because no man on this earth wants to be alone or wants to be in a household where he feel like he on defense all the time. But every black every and I ain't gonna say it's black man, but every man alone wants to have a family, wants to be in a healthy marriage and stuff like that. Yeah, of course we gonna have problems and stuff like that, but the way it's looking now that most men are waking up to the reality that our women are not for us because what I'm saying they have so many options when it comes to. Now, I'm not even gonna say options when it comes to race because nobody really wants our woman. They can screw them all day long, but they know they can't build nothing or go too far with a particular type of woman. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't understand them, but they want to screw them all day long. And this is where women gets it confused at. Oh, I can get any man. Da, da, da. Yeah, you can sleep with any man, but that man not gonna take you up for marriage, and y'all know that as a majority. So we're not
They're
gonna
fuck,
we're not gonna
they're
sit
fuck
and
toy.
sit here. Right,
They're
right,
fuck,
and they
they're fuck toy. That's it.
exactly until they wake up and see that, then then that's where the problem I think can be fixed when it comes to family, and then because after family, then that's when the business comes into play. That's where everything I feel as though line up. But if we got to do it ourselves, then it is what it is. But now you see most men are going overseas. You know what I'm saying? Dating outside of his race because their morals are different. They might not have much, but guess what? Men are simple. All we want is a little bit of love and respect. That's it, and a little bit of yeah every now and then. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And a little bit of a little sexual healing every now and then. That's it. Men are not complicated, but they make this shit complicated for whatever reasons. I don't know, but I do know that they feel as though they know that the government had a back. You know what I'm saying? They know that we're outnumbered and we're looked at as savages and
Utilities.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
Mm,
I don't know. I just feel like America has failed our woman and they fell for the trick. They tricked out. Well, America, the government tricked our woman and they fell for it. Because not only that, just think about all the men all the mostly black men that's incarcerated. Somewhere down the line, I'd say about out of 100%, probably like 70% of them that's incarcerated right now is somewhere down the line because a woman was involved. As men, we
yeah,
try to
yes,
do
sir.
whatever we can, what I'm saying, to please the
Yes,
woman, to
sir.
stand out so we won't seem like no this, that, and the other. But I just feel as though, man, it's wrong because men are really putting their life on the line for these women and they still don't, and it's still not good enough. So, um, I just was, speaking on that aspect because I feel as though, most women wouldn't understand how messed up they really have it in the future. They wait till they get 45, 50 years old, and they start to have a midlife crisis. Like, oh my God, like I'm 50, nobody want me. Da, 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 da. You right, nobody wants you. You basically, well, you can't have no, you can't start a family. You can't do this and it starts early in their 20s and 30s. You know what I'm saying? A woman gets about 18 to about 34 to get it. That's her glory days. That's where she's at her most peak. That's where she can, have babies and stuff like that. After that 35 mark, it's like, Shawty, you on the clearance rack. You know what I mean? You on the clearance rack. You've been used and abused, and then Guys been wanting to talk to you. Guys been wanting to date you. Oh, if you ain't got no money, you this, that, and the other. Okay, so what about if you don't have no money? What about the female don't have no money? It doesn't matter. We don't thrive off a female that have money. We look at women to try to build something with. Yeah, we're gonna have fun in between, but I just feel as though that's where the problem starts at with our women. You know what I'm saying? And until they get it and understand that they are losing the race because men are waking up now in today's society saying that hey, these women are not forced. I don't trust getting married out of fear of what I've built I can lose to this woman that I didn't even know for 2 years. And I done spent 35, 40 years trying to build something, to create a legacy and they can just take it. You know what I mean? It's not
Bro,
in my future I don't see myself getting married to a Western woman. It's not gonna happen.
bro, if you know do you mind disclosing? Nah, nah. In fact, don't. My brother that
Oh,
just spoke
it's all good.
is a no, 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 no. Nah, because
Okay.
these people, it's the internet, they be on some bullshit. My brother that just spoke is a 6-figure earner, cuz you dig what I'm saying to you? He going through mountains, going through checkpoints. Y'all, you can put it together and figure it out for the astute. And he got these kind of thoughts and ideas. This is the reason why. You know what I mean? Like literally, you touched on so much gold right there, bro. So much fucking gold. It's not even funny. And if you take everything you just said and you dissect it, even though the phone was going in and out, it was bogging or whatever, that ain't important. What's important is what you just said, because they ain't the people on this side ain't never heard you speak before. You know what I'm saying? Like this is the reality of things. You said that bitch should be on clearance. I wholeheartedly fucking agree. You goddamn right. Bitch, you on the you at the dime store, ho. You at the motherfucking the second hand, like cause that pussy's clearly been used and well. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
All you got is to offer up is this beat up ass fucking roast beef sandwich over here with or half a roast beef sandwich with the bun like halfway on and slash off. The lips don't even motherfucking match up no more because you've been out here just fucking before fucking was fucking. You've been out here getting it in. You know what I mean? And then turn around, support my whole life. Get the whole entire fuck out of here, ho. Ain't
Stop
no way,
believing who
dog.
they is.
Ain't no way. That's like a nigga trying to sell you a motherfucking Corolla for $45,000 and it ain't shit but the frame and a banged in bumper. You what?
Yep. Yep.
You damaged as a motherfucker. But
Exactly.
I still want my 45,000. Nah, bitch, nah. And another thing you touched on was the fact that men in general are waking up and they are going overseas. They getting the fuck up out of here. They
Mhm.
if you yourself uh, a brother that's gone through it, you got into it, and then you have made yourself into something, you ain't got to deal with no bitch over here, Slim. You can clearly go the fuck elsewhere, but you still chose to deal with a bitch over here, and at the end of the day, they wide to blow, bro. You can give a
Right.
whole the world. You can have a whole kingdom, a whole castle. That bitch gonna napalm that motherfucker down around you though. She gonna do
Uh
that.
huh.
She gonna do that. She
Exactly.
gonna burn that bitch in secret, set fire to the foundations, all that shit. All because the whole jealous. She's competing with you. When the whole time
Yep.
she was never meant to compete with you. Not physically, not
Mhm.
mentally, but she's still gonna do it though. That's
Yeah.
the I think that's the biggest problem with a lot of so-called odd women. I don't even like saying that shit no more. I don't think they were ever odds, bro. Real talk.
Nah.
Because it seems to be a dysfunction with them on a genetic level at this point. Like these hoes be on
Mhm.
some other shit. How you gonna
It's
sink the battleship and blow the bomb up while you want it though, you dumb bitch? Then get mad
right.
and make me save you, or
Exactly.
try to make me save you through the right hand of these people. I
Mhm.
don't get this part. You know what I'm saying? If a motherfucker
Yeah.
eat a whole goddamn meal at a buffet and go swimming, he cramp up. Well, you's a stupid motherfucker. You gone. That's you. Versus, you know, abstaining than taking that swim.
Right. It's
But
just like what Charleston White said. He said, I ain't mean to cut you. He said, what he say? He said a woman. He said most women. He said God was trying to warn us in the beginning. He told
mhm,
y'all to not eat from the forbidden tree, and and Eve ate from the forbidden tree. She's like, if these hoes don't listen to God, what make you think they're gonna listen to you? He said
bro,
the only person, the only man on this earth they listen to is their white boss.
bro, I've been saying this.
I like,
I've been saying that shit for the longest
man.
fucking time. Like, yeah, nigga, they ain't listening to
See, he been trying to
God,
tell us from
dog.
the beginning.
They ain't
These
dog.
hoes
They
don't
ain't
listen
listening
to
to
God. What
God.
make you think they're gonna listen to us?
Fuck no,
Mm-hmm.
Slim. Ever since thousands upon thousands of years ago, they said Jesus was born. They say Jesus was born back like 2,000 years ago, right? But
Mm-hmm.
in Genesis was supposed to happen at some unknown point in time in history, whatever, whatever. It could be 5,000 more years, or it could be 20,000, or 50,000, or 100,000 for all the fuck we know, for real. Because carbon dating don't work
Mm-hmm.
for real, like they say it do. Motherfucking, if they
Right.
ain't been listening since all the way back in Genesis, we damn near living in fucking Revelations, and they still ain't listening. So it's something wrong, and
Exactly. Something wrong.
it ain't you. It ain't you. You did what you was supposed to. This
Mm-hmm.
bitch just don't listen. We get a broken product out the
Right.
box, pimp, straight
Yep.
up, and
Yep. Morals is
is
terrible.
wild as fuck to me. They all, I think
Yeah.
they like to tuck and duck their ass behind the shield of white supremacy. The reason why I say that is because they know that if you don't do what they say, then they can ruin you, dog. And right now, them people are in power. They have control for the moment,
Right.
but not for
Right.
much longer.
Right. They have full control. Right.
Yeah.
Men are waking up. Men are waking up. And they starting to see things for what it is because every man, most, I'm not gonna say every man, but most men are going kind of through the same thing, but just a different scenario when it comes to woman, our woman at that, black woman, you know, or just I can't speak on no other ethnic group, but just in general, um,
Bro,
I just feel as though that like they know that they have this control. Like they even got the welfare. They even got the welfare, the WIC, the everything, man. They got everything. Even what is it? TCA or the I forget what you call it with the money assistance. Like it's just so much. And then even you go to court, it's always in the woman favor and stuff like that. And it's like, okay, well, you go now. I'm sure y'all know about in Dubai when a black chick, she was a truck driver actually. She was talking, running
oh
her
yeah,
mouth, thinking shit was
yeah,
sweet.
yeah,
They locked
yeah,
her ass right up. Like, nah, we
yeah,
don't
yeah, yeah,
tolerate. I don't know where you from, but we how we do stuff out here, you gonna learn today. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
So just imagine. Can you only imagine if America was like that? And look how beautiful Dubai is. Dubai's not hurting for nothing. You know what I mean?
Nah,
And
bro,
women know
bro,
how to shut up and listen.
bro.
And
You peep. You ain't heard shit. You ain't heard shit else from that bitch though. You
nope,
did. You ain't heard nothing else from that
you
bitch.
ain't heard nothing
She
else.
got she got a taste of the world. This what we do.
Exactly,
Oh, I
exactly.
stone your motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like they got that. Well, she got that part. She was like, oh, this shit is real. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Don't nobody
it's
out here
real.
care nothing about you. Oh, I'm sorry. You
And
get
it
locked up. Your family got to feed you. In Dubai,
exactly. Oh,
you
for real?
you
I
will
didn't even know that.
dog. Yeah, you will die in that cell. You will expire in that cell, starving to death.
Oh, I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's beautiful, but it's still somewhat savage. These it's the
Mm,
rules of it's the rules. These here are the rules, bro. And
yeah.
them hoes respect that shit. They ain't fucking around. They like, nah, nah. They don't want no parts of that.
Mhm.
There's still certain
And
parts of
she
the
was
world where
in
they
there
will
for a little
stone a
minute.
bitch.
Mhm.
Hmm.
She was in there for about
Yeah.
a month or two, right? Something like that.
Something like that. Something like that. Something like that.
If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but I know it wasn't just no day and you out. She was in there.
Yeah.
So and it just shows you like, and I'm not talking down on our woman like, hey, well, you know, um, I don't want them to be treated that way. But sometimes you have to draw a line, and it's like you have to draw a line in between something because they don't play their role anymore. It's like most women want to be men now. Oh, he broke, oh, he this, oh, he that. But most women are broke. But we don't ever say, oh, she broke this, that, and the other. We try to do whatever we can to bring her up, to basically to help to make her look better than us, because we all know that a woman, that's they just makes us look better. Um, they basically the sidekick that every man want and desire. But now, like you said earlier, contract about it's a competition. Like you want to be in competition with me when we was not supposed to be that way. And I want to be the only one that think like that. Just want to be in competition and like, they you thinking like a man. You want equal rights. Okay, well, put on the boxing gloves. Let's see who gonna win this. You know what I'm saying? Who go out there and do the rail yard, work on the rail yard, work, make the train tracks. Go ahead, and build the skyscrapers. You feel me? Go
They,
go
don't,
go
they, ain't, go-
change your
they ain't gonna
oil.
do none
Go
of
do
that
your
shit.
tune up. You feel me?
They ain't gonna do,
Yeah,
dog. They ain't gonna do none of that shit because that means it's real work. It's some sweat. It's some toil, and if they fuck up, then it's a price to be paid for that.
exactly.
With the career you have, let's say them brakes go out and you going downhill. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It's
Hmm.
it's a choice between I bet plow through everybody or sacrifice me. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
A man is gonna make that hard, tough call. That bitch gonna plow through everybody because she feels as though she's
Hmm.
that important. And in reality, bitch, you ain't. You know what I'm saying?
Really not, man.
The, that's the main. That's like one of the major differences. Cause like
Right.
literally, a bitch would choose herself over her kids at this juncture. Men have civilized
Hmm.
Kevin Samuels. The quote: Men have civilized the world so much that these hoes forgot how savage this motherfucking is. Like for real, for real. These laws ain't
Exactly.
meant to motherfucking keep you cush and comfortable. Nah, bitch. These laws are meant to fry, divide, destroy, flame on, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But they won't fry a bitch. But they doing it now though. They doing
Right.
it now. Like prime
Hmm.
example, you got the incarceration rate for melanated women out this bitch is higher than a motherfucker. You know why? Because
So.
everybody tired of playing with them. These hoes think that
Hmm.
they think they can't be touched. Straight the fuck up, bro. And now they getting burnt. They getting barber fried out this hoe. And you can't turn back around to the same motherfucking group of men that you would like kiss my ass, nigga, eat my pussy, pay my bill. Nah, bitch. And be like, help, help, help. Mm-mm. I see you with your hand on the boat dock and you trying to climb back up. I know I kicked your hand off. No, get off. Swim. 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 But that's just my opinion though. What is Red what up, Red Sigma? Oh, okay. Bro in here. But when I put a voice to these things, I'm probably considered a narcissist and other shit. But nah, real shit. It ain't just me. It's a lot of us out here. A lot.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, the these Western women, dog. I truly believe that that whole mindset with the way shit going, they either gonna starve to death and go the way to dodo, or at the end of the day, ain't nobody going to lay with them, stay with them. They'll fuck on them here and there, but they ain't going to take them serious. Because another thing you said was like, yo, I can have whatever kind of man I want. No, you can get fucked by any goddamn man that wants you, and that's about it.
Exactly.
Have, mm-mm. That's a whole nother kettle of fish. You feel me?
Hmm.
Get banged out, yeah, yeah, yeah. But get loved on and provided for, nah, uh. I don't see that part, bro.
Oh no.
But if you let them hoes tell it, it's all good until it ain't.
Yeah.
But
Black
That
women.
ain't for me to decide.
Yeah. And then if they really take the chance to just sit down and really pay attention to their circle, their friends, their family, and black women are the least to get married and the last to get married. You know what I mean? And that's a
Mm.
problem. That's a problem. It's a problem. It's a problem.
Is it?
If you black women are the most single woman on earth, bruh.
Is it though? Like,
Is it
because
within them? Yeah, it's a problem for every. You know one thing I love though, and my man that just said, about the Western feminists only exist in the Western world. I just sort of comment, and he absolutely right, and which brought to my attention that black men are loved everywhere, bro, all across the
yeah,
world,
yeah.
in the Philippines, you know what I'm saying,
Hmm.
and DR, Ethiopia, anywhere. And these some of the most beautiful in Brazil. These some of the most beautiful women that ever touched planet Earth. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You mean to tell me I can get, you know what I mean? I can get, treated way better with a way better looking bride versus deal with this bullshit.
Yes,
You
sir.
know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir. All day and twice on Sunday. Yes, sir.
It's
Yes,
a
sir.
no
Yes,
it's a
sir.
no brainer to me. I can't speak
Yeah.
for everybody else, but it's a no brainer to me. You know what I'm saying? And then I just feel as though that's the route that most men should start going, because the Western world is not the Western civilization is not for black men. It's not. It wasn't designed for us to win out here. Even when we do start to get a buzz or start to get up, there's always gonna be a hater or a woman that's try to bring us down, or a black woman to try to bring us down because of hate, jealousy. If you, they just did what is it? They was running statistics on the NFL and like NBA. Like most of them guys, like it was like I think it was a video that went a picture that went viral. It was one of the teammates' wives. I forget what it was though. A few years back, and one of the player wives, they was at the Super Bowl, and she did a no, it was a Christmas. It was like a Christmas dinner or something like that, and it was mostly black players, and then they in the picture went viral. Like NFL wives get together, to celebrate Christmas while their husbands is playing, in the Super Bowl, and they showed the picture of the guys on the
Bunch of
team.
Becky's.
Then they showed
Bunch of
right.
Becky's.
Right.
With
They showed most of the guys was black, and then they showed the picture where the ladies met up at the do the dinner at the house, and it was about 10 of them. It was probably one black lady, I think,
uh-huh.
and she was a little light. It was Latina and white woman. You feel me?
Uh,
And these
yeah.
are multimillionaire guys. You feel me? And it's like, why are they not going to, you know, their own kind, their own woman? It's a problem. It's a
Was it?
problem,
Well,
man. So
I got somebody to back Snowman. Give me a few minutes because I want to let this other brother speak, and after that I bring you up the way you can speak. But yeah, it's with Snowman. Snowman. I'm sure you can answer that question real better than most of us, good sir. You know what I mean? But it's a reason why. It's a reason why, bro. And they'll call you everything but a child of God if you decide to go and tip over into the snow. Like Snowman, he's the worst motherfucker in the world. You feel me? You's the bad guy. How dare you? Even though all I offered you was some shit. In their mind, you deserve to eat that shit. You know what I'm saying?
right,
And men have realized that, but it's not just a black woman thing, it's a Western woman thing, bro.
right, a Western
Because
woman, yeah. I would
the
just say black because that's what I identify with. But then again, it's like you're right, it's a Western thing.
the the uh Becky treat Brad real bad. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Mm-hmm.
we ran the numbers, we did the data, we looked at the facts, the fucking statistics, and at the end of the day, you bring that bitch over here if you want to. Eventually, it's gonna wind up the same way. They all wind up the same goddamn way. This
Mm-hmm.
ultra femme in this mindset where they believe that you believe to be under their heel when the whole time you provide everything, including meal, the house,
Mm.
stuff, all that. They're like spoiled fucking children, and they'll destroy your kingdom in the process, all because they're bored, type shit. It's a
Remote
very
control.
yeah, that part, that part. But if you give it to them, guess what? They burn their own shit down.
Yep.
That's fucked up. That's the most fucked up part right there. Like if you give them anything, you give them a mile, dog. Mm. Not if you give them an inch, but if you give them right as of right now, you have to give them a mile, and they're gonna run a football field +3 on your ass. Slim, it's just not. This shit don't work.
Mm-mm.
It don't work. Look, if it's a Western woman, it don't motherfucking work, bro. It's always gonna be a point of contention at some point in time dealing with these motherfuckers. No matter how good you are, we went to Puerto Rico, yay, pictures. We went to Jamaica, yay, pictures. You just doing what you doing, taking care of yours. That whole feel like, well, if we went one time, no nigga, why can't we do it then? Then they're never satisfied,
Nope. Nope.
you know? Well, why can't we live here? Because bitch, I gotta do what I gotta do. Do better. All the work is on you to do better and make more and produce more, and they ain't gotta do shit but lay down and give you some of that pussy. What kind of fucking
Basically.
deal is that? What kind of fucking deal is that? All these little fucking 5'4" motherfucking Venezuelan bitches just came over here. I can have Maria hang some motherfucking drywall off my motherfucking ass, dog. You know what I'm saying? And she gonna do that shit. I can have Maria go get out here and go paint. She gonna do all the hard labor, and I'm still getting roast pollo at the end. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I
Exactly what
you know I let brothers make their motherfucking choice. 'Cause, as a man, it ain't my job to choose for you. It ain't your job to choose for me. Maximus, good sir, would you like to chime in?
Yeah, man. So, you know, I'll say this. It's like, earlier. I'll say this, okay? Like I'm a real big anime fan, and so I'm just watching, reruns of Naruto Shippuden, and I was watching in the particular point where they are in the fourth grade ninja war. You know what I'm saying? And so I asked myself, and I sit back and I ponder, and I sit back and I ask myself, I'm like, well, where do we go in this world of ninja? Where everything is fucking cataclysmic catastrophe, between men and women over here in the United States. Where do we go? And so, as I'm sitting here and, I got my little bundle of joy over here and I'm just posted up in the bed with her and I'm watching her sleep and I'm sitting here asking myself like, what is to be the fate of her? You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I'm in a season of my life where I'm about to bear so much fruit. I've already done the work for the harvest. When it was time for planting, I planted, and another came along and he helped water me. Shout out the contractor real quick. I want to say this. My birthday was a couple of days ago, and like nobody really came through to show me no love, even all the way down to my family. My family members. My pop. He called me. You know what I'm saying? Thank God he's still alive and he's still breathing and he's still here with me and shit. But the rest of my family, other than my sister, nobody really even said happy birthday. And I mean, like, that shit really, it really did a number on me spiritually, you know, um, inside of me, the very core of me. And so, I'm just sitting here and I'm wondering, like, what is to be the fate of my daughter, being a female and being mixed, because I am mixed, you know, and I'm wondering like, well, how do I, in a society where so much bullshit is supported? when it comes to women and the fuckery that lies therein, what I'm saying, and what they are supported in. What is to be the fate of my daughter, what I'm saying, that I'm fighting tooth and nail for, while everybody, including the men around me that are the equivalent of cuckolds, what I'm saying, because of whether or not, they won their battle or they lost their battle, or, whether, they just laid down and let the woman dominate and rule over them. What is to be the fate of my daughter when I'm trying to guide her and I'm trying to steer her from a child and from youth, to be somebody that's different as far as a woman in a culture where you don't really see many men. You know what I'm saying? See, I'm a contractor myself, contractor. And you know this of me and Big Truck, and you know this to be the same thing, and you know this to be true, exactly what I'm speaking on right now. You know, how do I take this dogma, that is supported in this Western civilization and in this Western culture? How do I take that, and how do I raise my child in a society and in a culture where I teach her and I train her to be a solid woman, but then you look at the men that is being raised and they're more feminine than what they are masculine, and the women's more masculine than what they are feminine. The energies are all fucked up, and as well as the roles. And so I'm stuck with this dilemma in my head of not knowing where to go or what to do, and if what I'm doing is right or what I'm doing is wrong, or how do I navigate through a seemingly tumultuous journey. You understand what I'm saying? That is just filled with unparalleled obstacles that are seemingly insurmountable. How do I raise a daughter in this civilization and in this culture to be a woman that'll stand up whenever the only thing that's supported is to put on the least amount of clothing and garment as possible and show your ass and titties all over the internet for the world to see, and teach her that that this isn't right. And not just that, to the degree that you get no support from the men that might be single fathers, from like the women that 95% of them, they got the same bullshit kicking around in their head. You know what I'm saying? It's just I don't know. And and I come to one conclusion. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just gotta look up, man. I gotta look up, because if I don't keep God at the forefront of everything that I do, I'm for sure to lose this battle. You know what I'm saying? And the legacy that I'm staking my whole existence on right now, everything that I am, everything that I've ever achieved, my downfalls and my failures, and my mishaps, and my quirks that I have within myself, you know what I'm saying, as far as character flaws and shit like that, because I'm an imperfect being as well. I want to go ahead and put that out there the way that it really is. I'm not perfect by no means, but how do I how do I culminate, and how do I cultivate something that God has placed in my path and He's placed in my life, to being something that is admirable, that is respectable and respectful. You understand what I'm saying? In a culture where it seems like this shit is not getting no better. And um, the only thing that I can come up with is that I gotta look up, man. I gotta look up, and I gotta put everything in God's hands, because if I don't, at what moment that I think that I have this, and that I can do this by myself, I find myself in error, and I find myself slipping and The reality behind that is that not only does it slip, but um, I lose. The battle ultimately. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know how we get through what we're going through right now as a nation, as a people, as we the people. You know what I mean? Because the shit is so screwy. You got women dressing like men and dressing their little girl. Women dressing their little girls like studs and things of this nature. And it's like, no, 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 no. I know that we're on the brink of, doing unseen and unheard of things, through the means of artificial intelligence and all of this technology to where, women might not need us one day, you know what I'm saying, to produce or to reproduce. But at that point, you got to look at it like this, it's like, um, that's not a child that was born organically, but more so like in a test tube, you know. Where do we go as a culture? Where do we go as a civilization? You understand what I'm saying? When you take the very essence of what it meant to be man and woman, right? Um, and that was the only way that you could bring any life into this life to where we are just disposable. You know what I'm saying? We are the equivalent these days, and especially in America, of a dirty pamper that's been shed in and pissed in and tossed to the side or tossed into the fucking diaper hamper like we're that disposable. Where do we go from there? Where do we go from here? That's what I think. Like I look at her and she's resting right now and she's ever so peaceful. You know what I'm saying? In what she's resting in, you know what I'm saying? She's resting in God. You understand what I'm saying? The creator of the heavens and the earth. And I look at her and she's so beautiful. She's so innocent. You understand me? And there's nothing in this world that I haven't already sacrificed. And I lay my head on the fucking chopping block for that kid, man, and there ain't no question about it. But what's to become of us as a people, as the populace? We are embarking on some very hairy moments in history right now. The potential of an angry, bitter, pissed off woman potentially taking the seat of president and of the presidency over Donald Trump, which is a man. Well, like I know, what I'm saying, at what point, she's on her period or this or that, or you know, she didn't get her ass ate properly the night before by, whoever, um, whoever her significant other or whoever her sneaky link or whatever it might be. You understand what I'm saying? And she just wakes up one morning and she decides that she wants to fucking start World War IV. We're already in the middle of World War III. This is a genetic and a cyber war that we're in right now. But at what point she wakes up one morning, if she just so happens to, gain the seat of presidency over the United States of America, and so we go from Joe Biden to potentially having this woman in office that she just wakes up one day and she's bored and she realizes she wants to fucking start a whole war with the whole world. We are in some very dangerous and some very herring moments in life right now. And I just feel like those men, right? The men that are real men, right? If we don't stop, I mean, like even all the business. Now you're talking to somebody who has cut off all social media and everything and every type of communication therein. You understand what I'm saying? For I would say at least the last 3 to 4 years, you can't find me nowhere. I'm like a ghost. I have locked down and I have buckled down and I am in DEFCON 5 right now, standing on my morals, my principles, my core values as a person. You understand what I'm saying? Because I will not stop until I see come to pass what it is that God has purposed and what He's promised for me and my seed in my heart. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care about shit, man. And I mean to the degree that I have no communication with anybody in my world other than the people that are on this live stream right now. These are the people, you know, and a couple of other people, but these are the people that I have in my circle right now. Nobody else. And to be honest with you, I have no reason or no need to have any communication with anybody else unless you putting a dollar in in my pocket, or unless you bringing some type of business to the forefront of my line. You understand what I'm saying? To where I can grow, to where I can excel, to where I can transcend this bullshit that I'm in. I really got no conversation for you. And if you're not a man that you can relate to the struggles that I'm going through right now, I don't really have no conversation for you. Because to know this shit is to breathe this shit, is to wake up every day and bleed this shit. And it's not easy. You know, the cross that we bear every day, nothing is easy about it at all, man. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I just want to put a little food out there for everybody to chomp on tonight, and to just have everybody sit back and think about, think about this, the time that you spend scrolling, you know, the time that you spend fucking off or chasing ass on these dating apps or blase, blah, all the shit that is not gonna do anything that is in congruence to you building and leaving a legacy behind. You understand what I'm saying? Think about how you can build or edify your brother that might be losing his battle out here in this world or in America or in this Western culture and civilization. Think about this shit for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And think about where we go as a people, because what has happened is that gender roles have been reversed in America, and men are no longer the leaders in the household. You know, women are nothing more than feds. You know,
Mm-hmm.
um, they turn. As soon as we don't do something that they like or blah 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 and this and that, they put us on our heels. And they run us into the uttermost, darkest part of fucking corners of the earth. You understand what I'm saying? And they terrorize us and they torture us and they stalk us and they prey on us and they use the government to, as part of their arsenal, as part of their warfare and how they combat us for the things that we would do good for them in life. You know what I'm saying? Giving them children. Providing for them. Um, Going out here every day and waging war in the world, like that's not enough. And like Contractor was saying, at any moment in any given time, and like Big Truckin was saying, they'll burn that shit down at the foundation, like not shit. So every sacrifice that we've made up to that point, it's like it never mattered. you know it's like it never mattered. And at what point we don't wake up, you understand what I'm saying? At what point we don't wake up, and at what point we don't get our shit together as men, the men that are still real men. I don't mean the men that carry man bags and have man boobs and have fucking man buns floating around in their hair and shit. I mean the men that are men. They go out here and they bleed behind shit, and they will stand and they will live and they will die behind the same shit they believe in. I'm talking about men, real men here. If we don't support one another in the good that we do, for sure we have lost this battle and we have lost this war. So there's just something for everybody, I feel like, to kind of chew on as we sit here and delve in these topics and we delve in these conversations, you know what I'm saying? And we try to figure out, because, you know, um, what I said in the beginning, you can't just magnify a problem. There has to be a solution to all of this shit. There has to be, because if there's no solution, where do we go from here? That's where I'm at with it.
All right, Big Truck and soon drop off. Sadly, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. You can do what you can do in your own life, but outside of that, I think the solution is destruction. And not because I'm just an anarchist. Nah, nah. Like if this particular group of women, they have taken, they consume and grown fat, right? And they consume so fucking much that their bodies ain't even right. Their mind ain't right. And they will teach that same broken behavior to to your child if you allow them to. They think it's another man coming on a goddamn man train that's gonna just drop off and stop off right there at her location, bro. So you got to be hella careful when you breed with these bitches, because at the end of the day, you see, dog, you see, it he or she may suffer the consequences, and it's a fucked up reality. It's hella fucked up. See, this the part of for all those that don't know, I had to get mine up because she was after her mama got finished with her, she was too broken. She was too broken, bro. I was willing to
Right.
go through all the counseling, all that, but in the end, I had to concede. This one here is gonna be a motherfucker. This one here is gonna be somebody's worst nightmare, and it didn't matter what I did. But that was the plan from her mama the whole goddamn time. You know what I'm saying? She didn't say it. Of course not. We gonna have kids and I'm gonna break them. She never said that part. But this broken bitch said, okay, this business is normal, and then proceeded to break her own, like we's all on the plantation or some shit. Wildest shit ever. I ain't seen too much shit wilder than that, though. The thing that I'm willing to die for, she like, let's break it. Bitch, what? No, no, uh-uh. Where do we go? Bro, I don't know. I really don't know, bro. It fucks me up to think about um the different possibilities and how the future may play out. It really does. I know that I don't want to be living that reality here in America. I know that part. And as far as a path forward, I don't know. That's something that you're gonna have to discover on your own. You know what I mean? Because I failed my mission. I failed my mission. And at the end of the day, by the time I was able to insert myself back into being a dad and being a parent, I was left with pieces, man, straight up. And that shit hurt me to my core. And I was still gonna roll through it though. But due to the AG at the time that was in charge of shit, and due to because I got to debate with him, and due to the rules and laws at the time for the little place I lived at, it just wasn't possible for me to for me to get in there no sooner. You know what I'm saying? I realized that it it that this the business, this the system, and this just how I function and how I flow. And everyone else knew it but me until I peeped the game, and I was like, the fuck. So you mean to tell me all these social workers, all these motherfucking representatives of this and assistant LT of that, and that, like you motherfuckers just out here breaking people? And they were like, yeah, nigga, yeah,
Through the
that's the
men.
there you go.
Through, through the men.
Yeah, that's the nature of the business. So like, we definitely can talk in the background about some options that I can't talk about right here. But bro, this is the game, and it's a nasty motherfucking game, nasty as shit. I got to do this. I got to bring a brother up. He's been waiting in the back patiently.
Okay.
Much appreciated for the contribution of information. Um, again, dog, you know my situation. You know the shit. That shit hit home, though. It hit home.
Right.
It breaks me down every motherfucking time. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie. But an answer to what the future holds, shit, cause I don't know. I don't know, bro. It's like you don't know. But I tell you what, I'm gonna do my part to help ensure that future's a whole lot brighter than what the fuck bullshit we got handed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because that wasn't right, man. The
Right.
shit we got handed wasn't right, dog. It was spoiled milk, fresh out fresh out the teat. It just wasn't right. But when you tell a motherfucker that, it's hard for them to process. But if you really look back at that bitch behavior, you can see that hoe was fucked up from the gate. That hoe was fucked up.
Facts.
You know?
Facts.
All right, Snowman, here you go, good sir. We go bring you up. Boom. Snowman, what's going on, good sir?
Black men were dealt a rotten hand from the beginning. Period. We were dealt a rotten hand. The reason I say we were dealt a rotten hand because it's manifesting now in 2024. I was born in 1972. I saw the inklings of a rotten hand through the 80s, through the 90s. I've seen it worse because I was married to Akeisha for 3 years. 3 very long years. And it was at that point my dad pulled me aside and said, "You have a choice when it comes to the community. Get out or get the hell out." It took me a while to figure out what he was talking about. But then when I did, right before he passed, and I said, "Pop, I figured it out." He said, "What's that?" I said, "I got the fuck out." And I did. I got the fuck out. And I have not been back. And I don't intend to go back. I found who I want to love me for a lifetime, and she proudly handed me the ring I wear on my left hand, which I call my championship ring. Y'all want to know something screwy? The first time I got married, I was never handed a ring.
Damn.
That's kind of heavy. That's crazy.
I mean, I was given a ring later, but it didn't feel. When I got married the first time in Greensboro, North Carolina, I got married at a courthouse. When I got married this time in 2019, there was actual music. There was my wife being walked down to me by my by the person who would become my father-in-law. There was the song that we chose, "You're My Best Friend" by Queen. We chose that song. And she walked down the aisle to me with that song playing. I had a corsage pinned on me by my mother-in-law. I didn't get any of that in 1995. Matter of fact, when I got married in 1995, it was through pressure.
Yep.
It wasn't love. It was through pressure because of where we were living. This time, when I got married in 2019, it was all love. Picking out our outfits, she picking out her dress, which I didn't see until June 25th, 2019. Picking a date. The small things you appreciate when you marry the one that you love and the one that you're supposed to be with for a lifetime. Picking a date. remembering it. Because when I chose June 25th to get married, not only was it to honor Jody, it was to honor my dad. Because June 25th, 2019 would have been his 84th birthday. And I know he'd have been dancing in the aisle being there.
Prolific.
This year would have been his 90th birthday. 90. And I know he's looking down on me and he's still dancing in the aisles.
Sure.
He found the one he loves for a lifetime. I know my dad's words. They ring in my head every day. He found the one he wanted and loved for a lifetime. I get yelled at, I get laughed at, I get fingers pointed at me because I live in the state of Indiana. My wife gets fingers pointed at her, but we turn them upside down and flip everybody off. We don't care. I got to take the call. I'll be right back.
Yet again, proof's in the pudding, Pepper. Proof's in the pudding. You literally have to start. I like what Uncle D said. You have to start out with a plan. I didn't have a plan, cuz I ain't had no goddamn plan. I met a bitch. The ass was fat, and I was like, I'm with it. We was fucking and we had some babies. You know what I'm saying? It's the most nigga shit ever. But you know what I mean? It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. You can judge me for it. I don't give a fuck. I fucked up. But I paid the price for it at the end of the day. You dig what I'm saying? I paid for it. That's why it's important for these stories to come out, because these stories, these shits are going in infamy. These stories are going toward the future. The younger brothers coming up behind us, my G, i.e. your sons, need this heads up. Your nephews need this heads up, because the system views us all as being disposable. What up, Quad Storm? Salute to you, big bro. It's fam right there. But the reality of it is, these stories can't be faked. You can't make this shit up, bro. You just can't. Ain't no way. Ain't no motherfucking way. You got 4 different grown men from different regions of the goddamn the country. Not so much for me and big trucking, but close enough. And then shit is what it is, and it ends the way it ends. How that work? We all can't be lying, family. It's not possible. It ain't possible, pimp. It ain't possible. But cautionary tales being what they are, we still make a lot of money. A motherfucker may look and be like, yo, well, you know, it's all right because you make some money, so you good now. Yeah, but my problems are still my problems. And I guarantee you don't want to switch problems with nobody on this panel. So you gotta add them skills and weights to measures and really consider like what's being said. And if you are,
when my dad passed away, I lost my dad to prostate cancer in 2007. The only thing I regret, if you want to call it that, is I didn't get a chance to spend a day in the booth with him while I called a baseball game. Because dad got me hooked on baseball. Dad and granddad got me hooked on baseball. My wife cannot stand baseball, but today in the mail, I have a card, I should say, an Upper Deck baseball card of Michael Jeffrey Jordan in a White Sox uniform. My wife found this for me.
Wow.
My wife found that for me. She can't. She's not a sports nerd like I, say football, because her team's the Colts, mine's the 49ers, but she finds so many cool things. And she has some things in storage with the words "new office."
Mm.
Because whenever we get to where we want to go in the next 2 years, in 2 years' time, all that stuff she found for me, she says she's going to put in my new office. The only thing that she requested is if she decorated my office. She said, "You can take care of the electronics. I want to decorate your office." I said, "Baby, have at it." I'm like, you got full autonomy. She's already given me some clues of what she's going to put in there with all of my favorite teams and a couple of her favorite teams. I mean, hell, she loves Reggie Miller. She's a Pacer fan. She's an old school Pacer fan.
Mhm.
And I said, you have to add one person to that. And she says, "Who am I adding besides Reggie Miller?" Chuck Person.
Mhm.
Because if there was a shooting forward that I loved back in the late 80s, it was Chuck Person.
Chuck Person, yeah.
But I say that to illustrate what Jody means to me. I say that to illustrate everything that she means to me. For the past 6 years, we celebrated 6 years together this month, as a matter of fact.
Congratulations, man.
We celebrated 6 years together this month. We celebrated our 5th year of marriage back in June. I met her September of 18. We were engaged January of 19 and married June of 19. Less than 11 months. When you know, you know. And the black bitches that are out here now don't know, more to the point, don't care.
Facts. Mhm.
As I often say on my morning show, find the lie. But they just don't, nor do they care. Not only do they not care, they don't get it. They really don't get it. And it's sad to me that I was told for years by my mother, "Gentlemen, you know what's coming, buckle up." I was told for years by my mother that I needed to find a black woman to love.
Mm.
Not only that, I'm going to get a little vulgar, but how many gentlemen listening tonight have been told by their mother to find a woman that is like their mother?
Like, oh,
That's the trap. That right there is the trap. That's the
yeah.
goddamn trap. That bitch wants
Y'all
you to
know
find
what's even
somebody
more
that's
crazy?
relatable to her. Yeah.
Yep.
That's it's the trap. God damn it. Find
And
somebody that's like me.
That's
That way we
real
can
shit.
lock your ass down even harder.
do you know how
Yeah,
many times my mom tried to? You know how many times my mom tried that shit with me? Especially after my baby was born. My baby Donna was born to Liz Rorick and I on March 6, 2013. Liz ain't black. And when that snafu went down and I had to hold on to that pain for 18 months, the only encouragement my mother gave me, "Why did you just find a woman that's like your mother?" Fuck no. And I'm glad I didn't.
But see, here's Snowman, here's the difference, right? Your pops told you get the hell out. You said I'm getting the fuck out.
I'm getting
Because
the fuck out.
the men that came before us in our father's generation, they were suffering in silence, right? They endured that.
My
We ain't got to do
grandfather-
that shit.
My
Exactly.
grandfather was
Yep.
born in Macomb, Mississippi, December 27th, 1900. I lost him August 14th, 1988.
Let's see.
So 48.
My grandfather lived 88 wonderful years. I got a chance to see him before he passed away in 1988. And every lesson that he taught my dad, because this is my grandfather on my mom's side. Here's the irony. Here's the absolute irony. The grandfather that I love the most is on my mom's side. I never got to meet the grandparents on my dad's side because they were already gone. They were already gone. Every lesson my grandpa taught Pops, he taught my ass. Those two gentlemen are the reason I love baseball in the first place. Those two gentlemen are the reason I'm a White Sox fan. And I'll never forget what my mother said after the White Sox won in 2005 when she pulled me aside and said, "You know Tiny's dancing, right?" I said, "Hell yeah. Tiny and Pops are the reason I love White Sox baseball. Hell, baseball, period. Sports, period." And y'all want to know, gentlemen, you really want to know something crazy? I never divulged this the last time I was here. Pop is the only one in my family that encouraged me to chase my broadcasting dream. My mother and my sister discouraged me.
No, you said that, Snowman. You said that. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
I
The
did. I
last
did say it last time. Okay,
Yep.
That's how you know it's
Because
real.
I
but
distinctly remember that.
I'm
Yeah,
just
when
adding the detail that the women in my family discouraged me from broadcasting. The men in my family, cousins included, uncles included, encouraged me.
That sound about right. That sound about right. That sound about right. That sound
Matter
about
of
that's
my
what
sister
they do.
gave me a card in 2003 saying she was proud of me and envious of me that I chose to pursue my dream in spite of everybody and everything. 18 years later, that all changed. The event that it took, my mother passing away.
See.
Because she flat
You
out, my sister flat out told me I shouldn't have been a broadcaster because I'm
you
never
ever
going to be a millionaire doing broadcasting.
you
And
ever
I
notice
told her, go ahead.
how
Sorry.
my bad.
Time y'all see
You
a
ever notice
vision.
how when we build, right, every other woman on the planet, they get behind the men of their community. They get behind them.
Yep.
When you out here building, right?
Mm-hmm.
You never hear Becky, Rebecca, Consuela, none of that. It ain't a bunch of bitches talking. It's support.
Say that again, please. Say that again, please.
Whenever we build, it's never a bunch of bitches talking.
Bingo.
It's support. The reality of it is, when it comes to these broads over here, when I know Big Trucking, you feel me, and our local colloquialism, these you know what I'm saying, these jumps over here, they talking shit and they trying to take you down, cuz
They
it's
try
wild as
to
fuck.
they try to
They're like
undercut you at every opportunity.
exactly,
They try to
exactly.
they try to undercut you at every opportunity. I cannot tell you how many times my ex-wife tried to discourage me from broadcasting. I can't tell you how many times that happened.
Hey, hey,
Mm.
hey, I can tell you about a whole lot of times my ex tried to tell me, why you going to school to be an electrician? Because bitch, I want money for the long term. A trade.
Bingo. You know what?
Why you
Listen,
you gonna learn?
let me tell you that. Let me tell you this. I know I told this story, but I got to tell you again in detail. A year ago, this month, or a year ago, August, I got an email from HBCUGo.tv, and a couple of other people from the Chicago Football Classic that said we want Snowman Multimedia to provide the radio call.
Mm.
The first call I made was to Jody. That was my first call. I wound up making 10 calls that afternoon, letting everybody know I'm going home the weekend of September 2nd. Do you know how excited my wife was?
Mm. Mm.
Do you know how excited my wife? My man, I may not have been able to do so, but I know on the inside my wife is jumping up and down because I got to see Soldier Field. Hell, fuck seeing Soldier Field. I got to broadcast a game from Soldier Field.
Mm.
Damn.
When I got that email, like I said, my first call was to my wife. I couldn't get her live because she was at her office working, but I divulged the news on my show. I came home and I was jumping up and down like a bullfrog, and my wife said, "You're excited about something." I said, "Baby, the weekend of September 2nd, we're going to Chicago." She looked at me and went, "What? You got the game?" I sure did. It was Central State and Mississippi Valley State. You know what my wife's next question to me was? What do you need me to do to help your broadcast?
Oh, wow.
And that's the difference.
Oh,
I gotta
wow.
say this real quick.
Amazing, man.
That was Jody's first question to me.
I gotta say this real quick. Shout out to Tevin King. Yeah, she wants you to be happy. She wants you to be happy because she wanted that right there in itself is amazing.
It is.
Because that wasn't my experience, cuz.
Those six words were my dad's words to me, Tevin. TK, those were my dad's words to me. But yeah, when I got that call last year, Jody's first question was, how can I enhance your broadcast? Her next question to me was, y'all ready for this? How can I enhance your business? And then I said, baby, I was afraid to ask you. She says, don't be afraid to ask me. You have the content. I have the business sense. I want to help you. Let me say those words again that my wife said to me and continued to say to me. I want to help you build this damn thing. As many times as my wife has teased me because I love baseball and she does it and she doesn't, and she'll go around repeating some of the calls that I do out loud. She gets it. She gets what I do and I get what she does, man. It's like she tells me I'm going back to school to pursue my doctorate. Go get that motherfucker. And she's like, you're not mad at me for pursuing the baby. You've had my back since day one. What the hell am I going to get mad at you for because you want to finish something you've wanted so badly?
That's one of the main differences between Keisha and them. They operate different.
Don't let me get the Circle City Classic in Indianapolis next weekend or 2 weekends from now. I got an inquiry out to them. Don't let me get don't let Snowman Multimedia Sports do the radio call for the Circle City for the 40th annual Circle City Classic in Indy.
I'm sure, dude. I'm sure you will get it. I'm gonna break it up, and everyone has had ample time to speak. And at this juncture, We going. I'm trying not to go beyond 2 hours. We're at an hour and 34 minutes.
Right.
Shout out to my big brother at Machismo at Machismo TV. I have so much more respect for your job, sir. Because God damn it, this shit is hard. Because I want to dive all the way in, but I can't. Also, shout out to Quiet Storm.
Yeah.
Damn.
My dad worked overtime for 5 weeks straight to buy my first passport at 15. I asked why. He said sacrifices must be made. I tell Jody all the time. Sometimes when, even lately, when she comes in and she has homework to do, and she'll come in and she'll say, "Why aren't you broadcasting the game?" Baby, you're doing homework. That takes priority to me. Much as I want to broadcast the game online, I don't want to be in here raising hell, and my wife has homework to do.
Right.
But all right,
Where's your
let's
where
open
your
it up.
what ethnic group is your wife? So man.
Look at the picture.
Oh, that's the picture, right? Okay,
That's Jody.
All right,
gotcha.
bros. Real quick, before we go beyond I 136, let's go ahead and break it up.
What's up, man?
Anybody, if anybody wants to jump
All
in,
right.
have at it, and um, I'm trying to end this before it's 2 hours because StreamYard is a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Right.
Let me go ahead and step down. Thanks for having me up. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem, good sir. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Definitely. Um, I feel like a much needed session. You know what I'm saying, between people of kindred spirits and like minds and stuff. I just feel blessed to be a part of, man. I appreciate you allowing me the opportunity to just get some things off my chest and share. You know what I'm saying? Because the things that we speak on here really are real. You know what I'm saying? The topics that we cover, um, the journeys that we take while we're on this live stream, and the things that are touched on, I feel like are issues and things of that nature that really need addressing. So, um, you know, appreciate the moment to have a platform to really just not necessarily vent, but just to chew some things up and dissect what is going on, and to try to kick around some thoughts and some experiences that we've all lived through to try to figure out where we go as a people from here. Because I don't
Right.
know, and don't every man got no answer to everything. Period. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, but collectively though, I believe that we will find a way. You know what I'm saying? We will find a way to weather whatever storm is ever put in our face or in our path. Together through our
Mm,
own personal
facts,
experiences. You know what I'm
facts,
saying? Real talk.
definite facts. It's I think like part of like I think part of the bigger issue is coming to the realization that everybody who come with you can go with you, and that may be some of the closest people to you, and that part don't feel good at all, bro. But it's like it's some shit coming down the pipe, and we we're all out here experiencing life at the same goddamn time, and I wish I had more to dump in, but I don't. I don't.
Man,
Just like with
I was just gonna say I'll chime in and say this, personally, um, you, me, and Big Truck, and we all know each other in real life. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Big Truckin' for coming through, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, big bro. Just know
Yes,
that you
sir.
always got a safe place around here, bro. And just know that you got people that got your front, your back, and your sides. You hear me? But I mean,
Yes, sir.
I wanna,
Likewise.
I wanna say, like you don't realize what you've done for me personally, contractor. You know what I'm saying? Like the talks that we've had and things that you know because you know my situation. You know I'm in the thick of everything right now. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And I mean I'm being combated on every side of me for being a man. You know, and for being a man that's gonna stand up and stand on 10 and stand on business, you know, and I'm catching hell on every side of me. And, you know, the things that you got to share from your experiences and the things that you've been through, it's more than what you probably acknowledge or realize or give yourself credit for, bro. Your struggle wasn't never in vain. You know, the lives and the people that you're gonna affect and influence and touch. Um, you gotta know you gotta know that what you went for and why you went for it was not um without reason and without cause, man. Shout out the contractor, shout out the snowman, shout out to everybody who came and dropped jewels and gems from their experience and what they've been through, man, because it's that type of power that is gonna bring freedom to people in their life. It's that type of power, with the sharing of experiences that might be the keys to setting another brother free and bringing freedom and bringing clarity through what he's walking through currently in life. Because I'm that person.
Mm-hmm.
I try. I tried to told you. I tried to told you.
And big
This is
truck and,
Real
and
this
talk.
shit
big
is
truck
freedom.
and big truck and like the thing, the viewpoints and stuff that you touched on. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, it's real, bro. It's real, bro. I mean,
Yeah, we all going through something. We all going through it. I don't know not one man that got it right the first time.
right,
Fuck no.
right.
I don't know not one.
Shit, the first time that's that bumper car right there. That's that bumper car relationship and kids and all that fucking with these hoes. Like they view all this shit as being disposable, cuz. And
You
that
know,
means they
Snowman's
view you as being disposable.
Right.
right. Snowman touched on something earlier when he was talking about his mom. He said his mom told him to date a black chick or something like that,
Hmm.
and or date somebody just like her. But I noticed that, like, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just me, but it seemed like if we don't if we don't self-evaluate and improve ourselves, you know what I'm saying, to the point where we can really stand out to certain women, um, then we will be accustomed to attract the
That
woman like our mom. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all I've been attracting was woman that was similar to my mom, like, and I didn't even grow with my mom, so it was like, what the fuck, like, it just certain things, certain things that you'll be that will attract you, and you trying to figure out like, damn, she kind of remind me of my mother, but that's not necessarily what you want. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're trying hard, your hardest to, especially if your mom wasn't, not saying that she was a good mom, bad mom, but if it's not your ideal woman that you would want in your relationship or your marriage, then it seems like if we don't take the chance to do the self evaluation, the self improvement, then we're gonna attract that type of woman into our lives repeatedly. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I know it's
Hmm.
been my experience attracting similar woman that was sort of like my mom through upbringing, and I couldn't figure out why. But I had to realize that, okay, I need to do some real self digging and self evaluation, self improvement, you know, because hurt people attract hurt people. Certain people attract each other based off of the experience in life. Based off of what you're going through in life. Sometimes you attract that same energy towards you. That's why it's so powerful to be careful about who you let in your life when you're at a vulnerable state, because that person might not be good for you through the long term. You
I
know what I'm
agree.
saying?
I agree wholeheartedly. I
Yeah,
I agree wholeheartedly. But I mean, it's like, you gotta
Straight
ask yourself.
facts.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta ask yourself this question. Whenever that's everything that you know, and that's what you've been programmed from youth. You understand what I'm saying? It's, I don't think it's haphazard or coincidence that you see what I'm saying. Like we as men attract the same type women as
yeah,
as 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 the women that raised us or the women that we were around. You know what I'm saying? Like, and from our roots and from the beginning of us, being inserted into this world, and from our origins and our beginnings.
yeah.
For
The,
real.
the,
And there's where the soul searching that you was talking about come into play. You know what I'm saying, what is it? What is it in me
mo-
That keep
that
bro,
attracting these type of women. Yeah,
sure, sure,
bro. The crazy part is the divine order was set for a reason, right? You got man. I'm sorry, clearly. We have God, man, woman.
woman.
I said, I said that wrong. And then children. Literally, it's a reason for that divine order. Like
right.
we can't ignore the wisdom that came thousands of years before us. Like apparently they got it right. Somebody had to go through some shit where they figured out and found out like, nah, this system here worked.
Hmm.
But these women have been bucking against that divine order. They've been bucking against that system, even though it works, trying to insert their own level of dominance or whatever. And now we are where we are. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't work, dog. Don't
Right.
none of that bullshit outside of what the fuck we just said work. And we can keep ignoring it, but at the end of the day, if it's not God, man, woman, child, it won't stand, Slim. And
It
they
won't.
don't. If a bitch can't respect the man, then that puts you in a position already off the break where shit's already off kilt. You know what I'm saying? That
Sure.
shit gonna sink. It's gonna sink.
Right. Because
Be it
the natural
now,
order. Yeah.
hmm
That's
or
right. Because
be it
the natural order's not in play. Right.
yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. Be it now or be it further out at sea. It's gonna sink. It's gonna
Yeah, it's a
fucking sink.
reason. It's a reason why they came in and destroyed that narrative that who the fuck is pissed? God damn.
Mute, mute. God damn it. Put that goddamn Frankfurt up. God damn it, and mute
Hey,
that
I had
motherfucker.
to
God
pause
damn
over
shit.
that motherfucker. God
hey,
damn, I thought you was at a waterfall, Blake.
hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Niagara over here falling. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
I
No.
was just saying that it's the reason why
Mhm.
they coming for the dynamic that you just basically said. God, man, woman, child. 'Cause that's generally what it's supposed to be, and it works. But somewhere down the line, they tamper with that because they know they understand the power and the strength
Mm.
that comes with that dynamic. For as far as building the foundation like that. Just like we say, the devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. Like, he hates unity. He hates when two or more are gathered. You know what I mean? He hates all that. And I'm not trying to get religious. I'm just saying, like, just being real. Like the dynamic of the ultimate family is tarnished to in the Western civilization. Um, because it's strength in numbers.
that's a
Just like
fact.
we was talking
Facts.
about last
Facts.
time, like
Facts.
even with
Facts.
even with us now, like even with the black woman now, they are outnumbered amongst each other. They are outnumbered. There's not enough black men for every black woman on this earth. So I'm like,
Bro.
was it designed? Was it designed that way for a reason? Are we supposed to have two or three wives to build that unity,
Yeah. Yeah, dog. That
or
that 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 whole that whole conversation that whole conversation right there
a
in
whole nother
polygamy,
conversation?
bro. That's a whole nother conversation. You know what I believe though. You know what I'm saying? You know what I
Nah,
believe.
for real. I be
Hmm.
thinking
Yeah.
about this a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah. Yeah. I need 4 or 5 of them. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck all that. 'Cause the reality of it is, until the day you die, bro, you can keep busting them jumps off and making more many U's. They got
I
9 months before they can make any damn thing. The seed of life comes from us. That's a whole
mm-hmm.
nother convo. But Slim, if I can create life from now until, but you only got maybe 30, 45 motherfucking years, bitch, shit. I mean,
Yeah, and that's another thing. What they got the 18 to 35 really to have babies? I mean, you can have them.
yeah, without them being fucked up, yes, sir. Yeah, 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 yeah. You got from the day you born and your nuts drop to the day you die. And it's that simple.
As far
Right.
as the
Well,
fertility, mhm, right. So something's off. I mean,
Hmm.
something's definitely off.
and I mean, and I mean,
Something's off.
and I mean, they got these. Supposedly, they got these like contraceptives or some shit these days to where women can take, and you know what I'm saying? Like it expands the lifeline of them being able to still bear healthy children. But even still, let's just be real. You know,
Okay.
Well,
at the
that,
at the at the end of the day, you got to span, and if you don't get this certain contraceptive, you understand what I'm saying, to where you are able to expand the lifeline of being of you as being able to carry and nurse in the womb a healthy child, then you know you run the risk of having kids that are born with defects and you know autism and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying, as a woman. So yeah, I totally agree. You know.
bro, literally, that hoe will uh delete a healthy kid and then turn around and have this retarded jump, all because you making more money than her ex dude. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't think right. So you mean you gonna spend your whole life taking care of this retarded ass kid for a couple dollars? And
Right.
she like, yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But a child that is not compromised, a
And
baby that's
healthy.
been born and is healthy, ain't worth keeping. But she'll get her whole goddamn uterus scraped out down to the white meat to get rid of yours. You know what I'm saying? And don't let it be a boy. Oh hell nah. It's been a whole lot of propaganda that's been spit their way with it. If it's a boy, he got to go. Someone who can actually carry your name on. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They gonna get rid of him first. You dig? It's we live in ass backwards ass times where shit has been made so comfortable and so cush that bitches can do this shit in comfort and ease and lay back on the couch and be like, another day. Your lineage, got rid of it, another day. Your legacy, not today. You know what I'm saying? And then put on fucking Without a Doubt and and binge watch that shit till she heal up and get back out there to start throwing that pussy back on the mark. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up. It's fucked up, dog.
You got no say
But
so.
exactly that part right there. That seed came from me and went into her, and then from that point on, the law is like, well, she has complete control. How?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Get my seed back. Well,
So
she can't. Not my problem. If we handle bitches with boxing gloves or MMA gloves instead of kid gloves, things will look a little different. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
But shit, I gotta go ahead in this junk and get up off here because stream out as a motherfucker. Like trying to edit,
Okay.
I can't do all that. I can't be like the big homie Machismo and get back here and start editing and shit and rendering shit and all that. I'll leave it where it's at. A whole lot's been said, bro. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for coming. And yet again, open mic night is made for grievances. and I saw a few people in that were in the chat. Didn't recognize you, so I didn't bring you on. Holler at me on some other shit, and maybe yeah, we can possibly figure something out. But if I don't know you, I'm gonna be real. I ain't fucking with you. Straight up. It is what it is. It's a hood dude thing. You brand new around this bitch. You go, I'm not trying to be mean, but I don't know you. And because I don't know you, I can't trust you. So anyway, thank you for Snowman for coming out. Thank you for Big Trucking. Thank you for Maximus. Um, the reality of it is we lived in a fucked up ass world at a fucked up ass time, and there's a whole lot of shit to question. But here's the craziest part. For each point all the brothers brought up, literally, you ain't the only one. It's other people that have the same goddamn questions, bro. So yet again, promote this part real heavy right here. You ain't alone out this bitch. The reality
Right.
of it is, we all figured it the fuck out. Even when you get it figured the fuck out, guess what? It's some
You
more.
still ain't. Yep.
Say it.
You
Go ahead,
still
say
ain't
it.
got
More
it figured out.
problems,
Exactly. Exactly, dog.
more figuring out. The job
More
is
figured.
never
There it
done.
is.
Right.
Y'all brothers wanna you got 2 minutes between the both of y'all. Y'all got any last closing words real quick?
Yeah. Nah, I was just gonna piggyback what you said, contractor, about the new people coming in. um, far as the new people though, I mean, you probably, it's not always bad because some people you never know what some people going through. Or they may got the answers, or they may have been through some similar things that sometimes, you know what I'm saying, that we didn't talk about, we didn't cover. Just like when Snowman got on here, he was just basically comparing. Well, it really wasn't no comparison for real from his ex-wife to his current wife, and ultimately how highly he spoke of her. I could tell that that's unconditional love, which essentially we all searching for, or we all hope to find one day. Um, but in the same token, everybody speaking their truth. So it's
Right.
not always bad for new people to come because you never know what can come from that. Um, having somebody new with a different mindset and a different outlook on things. So sometimes it's not always a bad thing. But I definitely appreciate you having me on the platform. I think that more men need to do this because we are under attack in the Western civilization. Basically trying to demasculate us one by one. With giving the woman more power basically over us, and they got backing. We don't have any backing. All we got is
No,
our nuts out here. You know what I'm saying? So
And
facts,
each other.
so yeah, so
facts,
that's so yeah, that's so I'm gonna end it on that, man. I really appreciate everybody came through the chat, gave their opinion and their observation on certain things, because it really helps. Each one teach one. That's what we here for.
That's what it's about, bro. Maximus, you got
Yes,
anything,
sir.
bro?
Yeah, no, man. I just, hey, look, like Big Truck was saying, man. I don't know. It's an honor. It's a privilege, man. Thank you guys for coming and chiming in, man. Everything is food for thought, man. Just this is all I would say, or all I would ask, or all I would request. There was a lot of good knowledge kicked around tonight. You know what I'm saying? Take some time away from everything. You know what I'm saying? Phone calls, text messages, social media, inboxes and DMs or instant messages or everything like that, just to chew it up. You know what I'm saying? Maybe everybody go back and revisit because, you know, there was a lot touched on tonight. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of there's a lot of good gems and a lot of good jewels within this conversation. You know what I'm saying? And within this live stream that I feel like
Facts,
we profit
facts,
a lot from, man. Really, real talk.
facts, bro. Facts. On that note, y'all brothers hang on real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up in so many seconds. Just take it away. Anyway, y'all brothers be easy. Y'all have a good night. Um, if nothing else, we wanted to at least bring some originality and some truth to you. Because at the end of the day, dude, keep it a thou wow. All we got is us, cuz.
Right.
The brothers
Yep.
have bared their soul. At the end of the day, you can make your own judgment. But I know all these dudes in real life, and with that being said, well, not Snowman. Me and Snowman ain't met. We ain't shook hands yet. But I still fucks with you, pimpin'. Uh, at the end of the day, you got to be careful with the decisions you make, choices you make, and who you decide to procreate with. Because if not, the bitch can throw your
So
life in hell real fast. And it don't matter how much motherfucking money you make, how much paper you're clocking, be it 70K in a month or 3 months or whatever, that bitch gonna fuck you over, cuz. It is what it
yeah,
is.
60-40 chance you gonna fuck.
I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? But when I was saying it though, everybody was like, yeah, this nigga, he making numbers up. Nah, I ain't. I ain't. I ain't. But I'm building something right now that everybody can eat off of, and it's gonna function on the low. You don't believe me? Ask Machismo. It is what it is. It's cool though. It's cool. It's cool. Um, y'all brothers be easy. Y'all be at peace. Have a blessed, productive week. You brothers keep marching, and we gonna keep it pushing. Cause it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yes,
You
sir.
can't stop this freight train. It's coming for your
Yep.
ass. You better jump the fuck on the tracks. You about to get mowed down. But thank you, brothers. I appreciate y'all. And another show, another night. Y'all be safe. Y'all be easy. Y'all be at peace. We out.
Gone.